knows that I'm Collins. I be
What is going on today, YouTube? Charlie Morris back at you with another video. Today I'm going to talk about my 8 weeks of hell. Now, I come to find out I had seizures, but at that time, they really didn't know what it was. So, I went to hospital here in town. They gave me an IV and they shipped me to the bigger hospital in the capital. So, I didn't really think about anything, my arm kind of numb, but I had to pee. So, I couldn't concentrate or I couldn't see, the pain, because I had to get pissed. I had to piss really, really bad. So, when I went to the hospital, they gave me a, thing and I peed in it and everything, and they tested it. Nothing came up. So, I went to a bed or whatever, and I was laying down and my arm started hurting me really, really bad. So I was like, and I told the nurse. The nurse came in, the night nurse came in, and I said, my IV hurts. It hurts real bad. I was like, you need to check it out. And she was like, oh, no, it's okay. And I was like, no, it ain't. She was like, yes, it is. At this time, I've been in the hospital about 4 times. And every 4 times they gave me an IV. And it never hurt this way before. It hurt so bad. So, the nurse was like, just go lay back and go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. I could not go to sleep. It hurt so bad. I was up half the night. I'd doze off for a couple of seconds or whatever, and the pain in my arm would come. So they gave me a thing, a sleeve to put on that, it's supposed to, help or, whatever. It didn't help. It did not help. So the next morning came in, it was a different nurse. And I told her, I said, my arm is killing me with the IV is. Can you look at it and check it for me? So, she was hesitant or whatever. But, I kept on it. Every time I seen her, I was like, my IV hurts. So finally she got tired of me, complaining about it. So, she untaped it because, they put her tape over it and everything. So she took the tape and the bandage or whatever. She looked at it and she said, wow, this is really red. It shouldn't be this color. So I'm like, great, great. So, she took out the IV and she put another IV into my left hand. So, later that day they came in and they took blood. So I'm sitting on the bed. The doctor was in and he said, we was going to send you to rehab, but you have blood poisoning. No, he didn't say blood poisoning. He said you have an infection in your blood. So I'm like, great. So, they said we're going to send you to this place, where, you can get rehab and they, you can stay there. Because at first, I was like, just give me the medicine. Give me medicine and send me on my way. Send me home. Doctor was like, no, we can't give you medicine. So I said, I don't want it. So he kept coming in. I was there about 2 days. He came in like, every 2-3 times a day. And he said, they need this. So I was like, okay. I was like, fine. I was like, and, they, were going to put an IV into my arm and run it to my heart for the medicine. But there was some kind of damn blockage or something, and they couldn't do it. So, they, tried it, my arm failed, couldn't do it. So they took me down to the ER, not ER, but to the surgery. And, they tried to run it again through my arm, but this time, they had a camera, and like an X-ray machine where they can like tell and leave it around. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So, it's like great. So I went back to my room. A little while later, here comes the doctor. Daddy said that, we didn't want to do it, but you need the medicine. It's very, very important. So I'm like, okay. So he says we have two choices. That we can put an IV in your neck and run it down to your heart. Or we can put it in your groin and run it to your heart. Neck, you ain't, no, it's going in my neck. You ain't touching anything near my sack. You ain't doing that. Neck, or whatever, plain and simple, go in the neck. So, the doctor was like, okay, so the next day, they prepped me up, and they took me down to this pre-room, or whatever, where they took my vitals and, crap like that, or whatever, and, they sent me to surgery. So, I was, sitting there, and they had me going, lay on one side, so when they gave me some knockout gas, and, knocked me out. So, I was out, whatever. So, and then, as fast as I was up, I walked, it seemed like it was in no time, and they had it. So, they found a place, a nursing home here in town that could take me. So, I went there and I had to spend, 8 weeks, 24/7, hooked up to this machine, pumping medicine into my heart so I won't die. And, and that really, really sucked. Really sucked because the machine, I can get up, go to the bathroom, and on my way to the bathroom in my room, the machine will start beeping and go dead, like, off. And that was a bad time. That shouldn't have happened. So, I had to call the nurse, and the nurse would be like, and after we do it, I'm like, sorry, I was like, you gave me a piece of shit. I was like, don't get mad at me. I was like, I had to pee, or whatever, and that thing, the power cord running reached to the bathroom or whatever. So, she got annoyed. But the thing about it was, only a few people knew how to reprogram the machine. And, one nurse, done it, and she worked over in the other ring. So, when she got time, because, she had her duties, she came over and programmed it. But, I vape, so, I had to go on the way the other side, the vape. So, like I said, I was the youngest one there. Youngest one there about like 20 years or whatever. So, anyway, I went to the smoke room every time, to smoke, and, this one guy, he was a dick. He was a dick. He was in a wheelchair, I don't know what he was, but I wanted to push his ass over and watch him flop around or whatever. He just irritated me really, really bad. And, I made a couple comments to the nurses or the aides or whatever you want to call them, Orients or whatever. And they said, yeah, we know who you're talking about, don't listen to him. Because where I was sitting, on the one side of the room, I had a bunch of outlets. And I needed to plug my pump into an outlet while I'm there. And he got mad because I was in a spot where he said, this woman that's in a wheelchair. And I'm like, I need the outlet. I need the outlet. She said, well, I wanted to push him over. I wanted to punch him in the face. Whatever, but I was like, can't do that. I'll get in trouble. Punching a handicapped person. But, that's what it was like. I was there for 8 weeks, and, what sucked is they came in like 5 in the morning to take blood. And I couldn't sleep in a bed. I had to sleep in a chair 'cause I roll over I sleep on my chest or whatever without thinking about it. So I made sure I wasn't able to sleep on my chest. And they took blood or whatever, and I was half asleep. And one took the blood was like, if you're not awake, we can do it in the morning. I'm like, I ain't gonna put any more stress on the nurse. She got a lot of she had to do anyway. They only take 10 minutes or whatever to take my blood. But she needs that 10 minutes to help someone else out. Take my blood now. So, like I said, that was about it. That was, 8 weeks or whatever. And, I finished my therapy or whatever early. So I wasn't, in therapy 8 weeks, whatever. I was only in therapy for about 2 weeks. But, that was my 8 weeks in hell. And, it was just rough. But, like I said, I got through it. And I prayed about it. And my blood infection cleared up. And I was able to go home. But I was mad. And I was talking to my friends about it. And they said, you should sue the hospital for that stuff. And I said, why should I sue the hospital when someone else done it? The hospital can teach someone how to do something, but that doesn't mean they know how to do it. So if I sue anybody, I'd sue the nurse that gave me the IV. Because, you know what I'm saying? The hospital, really ain't responsible. She's responsible for giving me that shot. But anyway, like I said, I'll go and, that's my 8 weeks in hell, and I was able to get through it. But anyway, drop a like down below, subscribe to my channel. Peace out, homie.